Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first Bladecast EU stream of 2017. Let's hope this year is a lot more interesting. I'm here with a good friend of the NA scene, Ron Burgundy himself,
Hello,
as
everyone.
co-caster. Hello there, Ron. So, do you know the teams at all? Geese versus Wonwokie. I'm sure you've heard of Wonwokie especially.
Oh yes, I've heard of these gentlemen.
These
I have
gentlemen
not
indeed.
seen them play too much, but I've seen a couple streams. I'm pretty sure I've seen them maybe in one stream or so each. So,
Mm.
well, I'm not super familiar.
Yeah,
I'm definitely ready to see some more.
Wonwokie has been an old star. They've been there for a long time, and so they've collectively kind of come together. But it's an interesting looking at their roster. It's changed so much over the years, and it's almost unrecognizable. But this time, they lost a lot of old key players, but the new key players are nothing to be ashamed of. They are very, very strong. We got Warhammer, RD, and Kefren. We've also got Matterfix, who's a well-known archer and highly irritating due to his ability to headshot. On the other side, we got Geese, who are the new clan. They have been set up, and the key players, as said by the roster on your Bladecast stream, is Oliveran and Sirkan, both of whom are very good. We got Christo the Vicious, has been a fantastic player recently from the last scene we saw. Unfortunately, though, he lost a bit of ground during the end of the match. This was versus Random Potatoes, with whom there was a great surprise because they won the first set, within 3-0. We're still
No.
looking for a server, unfortunately, which means there's going to be a slight delay on when we'll be able to show what's going on. But I hope. How's the NA scene doing on your side?
Oh, NA's been looking pretty hot lately, actually. There's a lot of contention for the top teams, so it's been a much more interesting tournament, I think, lately than it has been for. Well, I guess I can't speak too much for some of the ones in the past 2 years or 3 years or so, because I wasn't around very much. But
Hmm.
there's definitely a lot greater contention for that top slot. So a
Yeah.
lot of back and forth between the top tier guys.
Well,
And yeah,
it's brilliant
exciting
to hear
times.
because I know that the NA scene did kind of have that relapse for a little bit, or just not much happened. The EU scene has kind of kept consistently going, but unfortunately, I am feeling that going on the game, it's less and less people are playing, and now the competitive scene is what's keeping it standing, and I'm really pleased to see that. We've got to. This game is worth keeping alive. Definitely worth keeping alive. When you get in those moments and you get in these fights, when we see something like Bannerlord come out, and we're gonna have the potential for a great competitive from the EU, NA, and Russia as well. We can't forget the Russian scene with their different tactics and all the rest. Oh,
Different tactics indeed.
it's to say the least. I love their focus on archers. We saw some fantastic play from the Team Inquisition earlier, where they're setting up, but unfortunately they just couldn't contend with the quality of some of the strategies now in play by top teams like Geese and Apis Europae, IR, and Random Potatoes, of course. Yeah, the EU scene has been proving interesting, definitely. But at the same time, maybe Christmas has shaken things up. A couple of cold turkeys and all the rest of it has left
For
us
sure.
with a change of pace. We might be able to see something different. With someone like with a team like Geese I'm still a bit skeptical because they are a mercenary team essentially from the startup, but now they have been playing for a while. But every time they play, they've proven themselves to be a worthy team and a worthy successor to all the players. Like all the players have been contributing very, very well, and I'm so happy to see this. So we have on the server currently, as we just begun our server, we have the players Darklight for GP, Oliveran, Sub-Zero, Bellendor, Sixer, not sure I recognize this one. Apologies for any background noise if you can hear it. Keanu, Watliveran, so Watley, Christo the Vicious, and Sirkin and Anka. The Wonwokie side, we have the available players Horace, Matafix, Romper Stomper, Kane, Sir Alex, Royal Z's, and Master of Sword, and Relaxon. So we have basically most of the roster there. You're rooting for me, Zach Bob Swagger. Thank you very much. And I'm rooting for Ron Burgundy as well. I mean, I feel for you, man, because you haven't been able to keep up too much with the EU scene, so you're going to have to just watch these players play and see how they play, and but at the same time, we at least get a critique from a perspective of someone who is able to watch it from an objective position, and that's going to be really interesting to see because you don't have an attachment to any of these clans.
Oh yeah, having the new perspective, at least when we've brought in a few guest commentators for some of these NA streams, has definitely been interesting to see. Most of those guys were actually non-competitive players, but they still added definitely a unique perspective of some of the people who are interested in checking out, what is actually going on in Warband so many years after its release. How is this game still alive? So.
Exactly. And it is still alive. I mean, despite what I was saying earlier, there is signs that it is still played to a good standard. I mean, we've got the Invasion mod, which was updated, and that was absolutely brilliant. We've got some comments here. Nothing particularly. Nothing particularly happening within the comments. Dorag777 says, I'm interested in seeing how Geese Pack plays together. Very interesting combination of players. Yeah, it is. I mean, if you haven't seen the previous streams, they've played together like gold. Unfortunately, we see some, lower quality later along the line. We had the match versus Random Potatoes, and the first 3 rounds were played stellar. Absolutely ruined Random Potatoes. But then suddenly things started. I mean, maybe they got a little bit cocky or what have you, and they ended up losing.
Oh yes, I do think I checked out that stream. That was an intense match. It was very exciting. It was so unfortunate to see the ending of that, where Geesepack just started to trail off a bit because they were looking really strong for quite some time.
And it took a lot of table banging from my perspective, and I do apologize for that. Okay, before we begin, because seeing as they're taking their time to set up, before we begin, I'd just like to thank our sponsorships, who are currently Jest Servers, who have provided 6 tournament servers, Mark Mods, who have provided 9 tournament servers, Tail Worlds, who have provided 3 tournament servers, Calradian Servers have provided 3 tournament servers, the Kingdom of Swadia have provided 3 tournament servers, Steel Series have provided 12 mouse pads, which sounds very nice, Logitech have provided 5 gaming mice, which is also very nice, and G Fuel have provided 23 packs, meaning you've got now 10 6-packs, and it means you can just have your 6-pack without doing any work for it, and it's just great. G Fuel, is an energy drink manufacturer providing high quality products to athletes and esports professionals. We are mental
sounds interesting.
athletes.
I have not tried any of that myself, but you never know. It sounds interesting.
Does indeed. I'd like to see. Maybe we'll have Warband players, advertising the next load of G Fuel going on the servers. I'd love to see a proper, on-stage performance from things like Warband players. One day we might see a
that'd be very exciting to see a LAN-style event for Warband. Eliminate all of that potential high-ping talk.
Yes.
Just see who stands up in the end.
Exactly, and it would mean that, America can actually fight against the EU without any kind of disadvantage, and same for, Turkey and all the rest. Everyone would have a chance to play together.
Yeah, it would be an exciting stage.
Right. Seems everyone that I called earlier is playing on the teams. We unfortunately don't have a map intro for Reverend Village, but we do have one for the next one, so when the match is ready, we will inform you guys. Get you ready for a roller coaster. There we go. We have 43 viewers. Welcome all. Hope you had a good Christmas. Hope you had a good New Year. And OE is apparently the most athletic and fit clan in Warband, according to Gorlock. And,
yes, a very unbiased and well-informed perspective there.
I'm entirely sure. I'm entirely sure.
Well, even though we don't have the map intro, it looks like we do have Swadia versus Serenade here for Geese Pack and Wonwokie. So, having seen some of their past games, what do you think these guys are going to be doing here?
Oh, well, Swadia have... It looks to me as if they're missing a lot of their archers. They're missing Pepper, and they're not. They look like they're going to be more focused on the cavalry and infantry this time, which is going to be interesting. So it looks to me that Sixer, who admittedly, I'm very sorry, Sixer, I have no idea who you are, and maybe you're going to prove to be this archer god that we need, you know, the team needs. Meanwhile, we've got, I didn't get to see, unfortunately, my camera has been locked to team members' view, which is great fun. So I can't quite explain to you the rest. And we got an RE and go. Excellent. Everyone, hold on to your seatbelts because this is going to be an interesting fight. Fietta says, Ron sounds like my granddad. What do you think of that, Ron?
Well, you know, your granddad sounds like a good guy. You know, we should get to know each other. Bring him on the stream, you know.
Well, it's a wise voice. It's a wise voice. The voice of an experienced man, and women like experienced men.
That's...
And so do guys as well. Guys like a bit of the experienced man. I think
of course.
Everyone likes an experienced man.
Oh, well, here we are. I mean, it looks like they're setting up here.
Well, let's talk on the match here. We got the flag that comes on the right. Interestingly, Wonwokie Kane is set up on the left-hand side. The Wonwokies have pushed towards the church and are actually having to backtrack, so Kane and everyone are covering for that. They have 3 cavalry, I think. Oh my lord, I've just realised I'm not using streamer mod. This is fantastic, so I won't be able to call exactly who dies. I'm very sorry about this. That was a mistake on my part. I've got a new PC, new folders and everything, so highly my fault. On the Swadian side, we got Christo the Vicious and Oliveran providing that backbone on the flag. They're raising it there. It's nice to see some flag work. You don't often see that anymore in competitive Warband. At least in the EU scene. We got a push from well, I don't know what your camera's looking at, but my camera, it's on the right-hand side from Wonwokie Horace and Master of Sword, who unfortunately I don't have a clue who is either. But he could prove to be that Master Infantry Wonwokie need. It's a bit of a standoff, nothing's happened, but you know, it's all a display. Shake the tail feathers a bit. Swadian action is happening in the middle. It's the flag. Oh, and we got Matafix with it. I told you he's got those cheeky shots. We got Wonwokie Horace takes out Oliveran. Liveran takes out Romper Stomp. We're now on equal ground, but Bellandor is taken down by Master of Sword. The flag is being contested. It's being raised, but a nice cheeky poke from Sub-Zero there. He's staying on the ground, and he's supporting his fellow teammate, which is Christo the Vicious, who's managed to hold that flag. Matafix comes in with a beautiful shot. Another shot from Matafix. This is a triple kill if ever I saw one. And we've got a shield break. Oh, bless his heart.
Oh my.
Oh,
Jesus, there it is. Putting down the pain there. That was an excellent flank by Matafix. He got that crossfire, and down they go.
Oh, so what did you think of that round? Do you think it was just all in the archers there, or
Seemed to be a little bit. It was definitely a stalemate at the beginning. Both teams had set up with a decent crossfire, but in the end, after that initial engagement, it looked like Matafix, he got around on that corner up on the hill, and with some cav support, knocking down a few of those crossbows, he got that angle, and there you go, 5 kills.
Yeah, I've always been one who argues archers are a little bit OP and Matafixes is the exact definition of overpowered, perhaps just by player skill. And that's the only reason I'd say archers are OP, is because when you have the player skill, the capacity to fight like an infantry, and shoot like an archer, and then you can get in all those small cubby holes that no cav can't get you, and in the end you've got a masterclass. And Matafix is one of these players who is just an all-rounder solid player, and his shots are fantastic. Here we have a push from Christo the Vicious and Oliveran, supported by Keanu as the archer. He gets stabbed in the back very gently. It was more of a tap, you know, it was as if he was going for the pull cue. We've got a little push from Horace. They're pushing onto the flag, which is spawned in middle. A couple of cav couches, which actually opened up poor Keanu's shoulder. Cavalry from behind on this side. They've really retreated off flag, and Wonwokie now have the flag. I feel like Geese Pack are on the back foot here, and actually they don't look comfortable. I don't know about you, Ron, but I'm not seeing comfortable play here.
Yeah, no, they were pretty eager to try and pull back there. They did not want to contest at that point on flag. Probably wise against the archers, but now they have to take the flag back, and I'm not sure how they're going to do that.
Yeah, I'm feeling this is a bit of a Celts versus Romans situation. We got this nice little Centurion shield, but Wonwokie gets, Horace gets hit, gets shot again, and it's still not down. He should, oh, fantastic. Zerkin comes in, spikes him through the chest, and we've got Kane is trying to do all he can, but Zerkin is on a roll!
Oh
Look
my
at
goodness.
that. Absolutely brilliant. We have just, Wonwokie Sir Alex comes in, takes down Sub-Zero. It seems that this is a match of players so far. We've got Matafix proving to be that archery player they need, and Zerkin proving to be that cavalry player they need. Matafix goes down. This looks to be a win by GP, but I could be wrong. There is still a chance. Bellendor takes down Kane. They've got no archers left. Keanu takes down Sir Alex. Oh, we said they're on the back foot, but this proves that they are not. Royal Z is with his little... Oh, he makes a little dancey dodge, and he gets taken down by a sixer slice.
Yeah, bring it back. 1-1.
Very
like I was
well
saying,
brought.
I wasn't sure how they were going to take that flag back, but just having your cav come right in, take out 3 dudes right in a row, that's definitely a good way to do it.
Yeah, Deacon Barry says weird ASF positioning by Geese Pack, and I have to totally agree. That middle section, it looked like they were going to lose, and that's perhaps why Wonwokie lost, because it did look like they were going to lose, because they might have felt comfortable in their success and then let it go, because Geese Pack just had this awkward position. They shouldn't have won in a way. It all came down, I think, to player skill in that moment.
Yeah, that was it was very strange positioning, but they managed to draw Wonwokie out by the corner where the cav could be a little bit more effective for GP.
Indeed.
And the Serenade horses can't really get in there against the All-Pikes unless they have a little bit of backup, so GP with the initiative definitely helps them take that fight.
The flag has spawned on Wonwokie's side, on the right-hand side. I'm getting hungry. I feel like some more risotto. Don't know about you guys. Some risotto tonight, some rice. But nonetheless, we have the flag being contested without risotto. I wonder if any of them are hungry. And hungry play makes for worse play, that's for sure. Let's hope it doesn't make for a worse stream. Alright. We have a little push from the left-hand side of the church. I like this support network. The cavalry are providing a backbone. There's no way the Saranids should be able to flank. Except a Saranid has just flanked the cheeky little bar stool. We come in, the flag is really raised for the Saranids, and they've totally left it. You know, there's no contestion for that. Is contestion even a word? I don't know, but the fight is going on. Relaxing takes down Keanu. Romper Stomp, this is 6 versus 7 here. This is a very interesting fight, but it looks like GP just have absolutely lost it. But
triple kill coming out.
Kill. We've got 3 versus 6, and we're going to see these two win. Sakan and Bellendor are going to totally clutch this. I have full faith in the last 2 surviving members. You know, look at them go. Durkin is riding for his dear life against Relaxin. He's just not quite fast enough, and he's really trying so hard, and his horse goes down, and he gets stabbed in the neck by Relaxin. Relaxant is indeed a solid cavalry, as I'm sure everyone knows. Romper Stomper comes in. I don't know who Romper Stomper is, I'll be honest as well. There's a lot of names that absolutely got me lost. I'm afraid. I'm sorry for these guys that I don't know them, but they have proved to be good players. None of the ones that I don't know have proved to be bad. Apart from, well, Royal Z might have done a lot of work. He did manage to hold off an assault actually very nicely, so you can clearly see he's a good player. He's not just with that 0-3 for nothing.
Yeah. Bit of a greedy push that round, it seemed like, from Geese Pack.
Yeah.
They were at the church, and then they tried to push across to that Serenade Archer and take him out, but Wonwokie just pulled back their infantry, and then just let the Serenade Cav do the work there in the open end. So, a lot of slow Swadian Cav getting kind of tied up, and then the Serenade horses just keep coming in.
Flag has spawned in the field. No one's going for it yet, but it looks like Wonwokie will actually take this cake first. Geese Pack lost at this flag last time. It's been good. We've seen all 3 flags now. We've seen different positions. So it's good to see this differentiation of play. They're just doing a threat display. They're throwing up their feathers and wailing a bit, making a bit of noise, but nothing is actually happening.
No, they're just trying to set up, but they got both the crossbows in the same spot, so hopefully they can try and spread those guys out a bit, get some better angles.
Horace and Master have sort of danced their way onto the flag, and the cavalry can do nothing.
Oh, horse taken down.
Oh, from what side? Oh, we have a... Oh, no!
Oh,
Zirkin, no! God damn it, Zirkin! Alright, we have... Oh, the cavalry coming in. There's a fight on the flag, and it's not going well. Oliverin gets taken down. Royal Z, there we go. There's your kill. There's your kill, my man. You brought yourself back in with 2 kills, Sub-Zero and Christo. I'm glad I called you out because you have now made your stand. You have said, I am not going to go down. And he just takes down 3-3.
There it is. Near clean sweep for Wonwokie.
Indeed, and all the ones that I do not know are there. Going very well.
Well, you didn't know them before, but you know them now, so. That was... I don't really know quite what Geese Pack wanted to do there. They had the right idea, it seemed like, in that second round where they managed to tie up. Oh wait, was it the second round or was it the first round? I can't actually remember. The round that they won seemed to be like the round where they... Oh, that was a weird round at the flag.
Yeah.
So they were not out in the open. They were enclosed kind of by the walls, and they let their cav come in and get a lot of hits on the infantry and take them out early. And then they could tie up those archers. But
as is the case with Reverend Village, it seems a lot of cavalry work is being done.
Yeah, for sure.
And when the Geese Pack cavalry came in and kind of did their work, I'm just gonna try and come in with the streamer mod. Hopefully this will work.
Okay.
Apologies for my delays here.
Once Wonwokie got him out into the open, though, it was just all cav all day there. The archers did some work as well, of course, but a lot of, like, I think I saw 2 dismounts there, and a straight up kill from the cav in cav on cav duels. And then once the infantry were in, it was still all just the Wonwokie cav. I mean, GP, they showed that one round that their cav can do some work. I think it was Sirkin kind of just took up arms and took the sword to Wonwokie, but we'll have to see a little bit more of that coming from them for the cav play if they want to take this map.
Yeah. We're definitely, as I say, cavalry play and a bit more archer. I mean, we saw a lot of archer work in the beginning, and it just kind of faded out. We didn't see anything really special kind of near the end of it. Unfortunately, it seems because of my new PC reboot, I don't actually have it, so I'm just gonna have to make do with what I've got. Very, very sorry, but I think it's been all right. I managed to call out who's dying and who's not fairly quick.
Oh yeah, it works out all right in the end. Once you know Warband well enough, you can get a little used to it.
Exactly.
You may not know exactly who's going all the time if you're not super familiar with the players, but it works well enough.
Right. Oh, that might be. Oh, okay. Let's get back in the game. Has the match? The match has not
Yes,
started.
we have started here. It looks like balanced comp from Wonwokie 4-2-2, as is the standard. I think we're seeing the same thing from GP. Yeah, still the same 4-2-2. So we'll see. If GP can pull them out in the open, it'll benefit them. But the first flag spawn is in, and it's in the center of the map.
Ooh.
We'll see how they try to attack this.
Yeah, because this was the one that the Swardians won last time.
Yeah.
And maybe
See,
we
it looks like Wonwokie has a more conventional hold, though, so
yeah,
might be harder to push.
Wonwokie is a clan of solid tradition. They train the things they know and they do them really well, and that's we've always seen that because they just train those typical moves. They know how to do them swiftly, efficiently, and to perfection. And fighting them can be quite intimidating due to their speed of setup, and they did manage to get in this position very quickly. Geese pack have set up at the church. They're kind of being a bit risque. They've got their javelins out, and Christo the Vicious is being vicious and poking around perhaps where he shouldn't, getting shot at from the side and to the right-hand side. And he's... Oh! Christo,
Well, that's pretty close.
Where is he pushing? They're kind of easing them out, but Oliveran, I think, got hit. No, he didn't. I'm not quite sure who got hit. I'm afraid I missed it. There is now a fight going on. Some cavalry play, some horse stabbing. Oh, we've got a courser. We got a whitey boy in here. Where are you? Did I see a courser or am I wrong? I did see a courser.
You did.
And
Oh, and there it is.
comes in, taking out what Liveran, and Sixer comes in with a nice
but in
shot
from the
there.
Geese pack archers.
Keanu, nice work. Bellendor. And we got Keanu, Bellendor, Sirkin, Sixer again. Sixer is proving all these names we don't know, and here they are proving to be the tour de force. They are the archers they are needed to be.
This is just a great push from GP, actually.
Yeah.
They came and took that middle alley in the staircase, and Wonwokie's like, okay, guys, let's send in the cav. Get him in the alley, but oh, wait. The infantry are standing right there. And once they stopped him, those archers just had a heyday. So
Exactly. And they only lost two members. That was a very solid work from GP there. Maybe we'll see the same score. What was it? 3-1. So maybe we'll see that and balance out the scores a little bit more.
yeah, we'll see. I think the faction advantage is probably for Saranids here most of the time against practice teams. But, you know, we'll see what happens. Wonwokie had the right initial idea with that nice pick, but getting caught up in the middle there didn't seem to work out too well.
Exactly. It seems the continuous chat on the stream is surprisingly irrelevant. There's nothing. I suppose this match is so far quite interesting, but nothing. No, we can't quite say what's going on yet. There's been nothing too surprising yet. I mean, Wonwokie, both clans are good by far, and both clans are capable of doing the scores that they have. They've played fairly respective to their tradition and what they're known for. We've got an interesting... Watley has kind of been very aggressive. He's pushed round to the back, and he's losing damage on it. He's taking damage on his horse. He's got a cavalry. He's trying to pull them away. The cavalry are so far away. If you know, GP's cavalry, if Wonwokie can just go on. Watley's only managed to damage his horse. Like, I can't quite see yet what he managed to achieve. Yeah. There's a bit of contention. We got Saranid. He's got Hunter currently and a long all-pike, so he's dressed as a Swardian, a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Well, it'll probably pay off here up on this hill. Saranid horse can't take quite as much punishment, so if he's going to go for that crossbow, he's probably going to have to take a couple hits, especially against Matafix.
Exactly. And Royal Z is proving he's taken the cake. He made both the kills last round, dancing around on his paper horse. And I don't know what he was trying to achieve there by blocking his buddy, but he's coming in with a couch, and he takes out a horse, but he's going to die in the process. Perhaps it was worth it, but it does not look it, as the horse is recaptured, rekindled. Christo goes down. We're seeing 5 versus 6 right now. Wonwokie are going to lose this. Quite cleanly, actually. Again, Christo the Vicious is the only one dead, but he is an infantry. An infantry on this map is incredibly hard to hold. Matafix goes down, and last is Kane, up on the rock, far, far away. He tried
Tricked him,
so
he baited
hard.
him in.
Yeah.
Took out his teammate's horse to make him drop his guard.
Oh.
Interesting mental outplay by Sirkin there.
Mackelson123 is offended by my previous thing, saying they just called us irrelevant. I'll have you know I've won countless NW tournaments. Well, this is also not NW, but we appreciate your mention of NW. Admittedly, I'm not a big NW player, so I don't know this scene, but I have played it once or twice. And yeah, I mean the chat so far is not provided too much in addition to this match, but there's plenty. There, as I say before, we can see something a lot more interesting coming up. I feel like the GP have really picked themselves back up, and they can make this a 6-5. If am I right? 6-5, 6-5. No, they can make this a 6-3. No,
Or a 4-3, I think.
4-3. God.
Yeah,
damn.
yeah.
All
The
right.
round time they always confuse me too on this system for some reason. Somehow I just could never get it right either.
Yeah. No,
Yeah. GP is definitely bringing it back though. I mean, the ball is definitely in their court. They've been pushing their advantage left and right in these open field engagements. Or I guess even in that closed engagement, they played it pretty well. So
yeah.
I don't know what Wonwokie's doing here. They got to bring it back. I mean, maybe they get their crossbows a little bit more shots or something.
Well, Deacon Barry is blaming it on the imp here. He says, dodgy work by the Wonwokie infantry. They need to survive better. And this is true, actually. Even though we have seen the Saranid GP infantry have crumpled, and Christo the Vicious has died both rounds so far. I don't know what's going on.
It seems like
here.
the infantry have they've just been the scapegoats. They kind of throw them away to make some room for the Cav to make a few plays. And GP has definitely been on top of those opportunities.
Exactly. They play around with the flag a bit, fiddle along, and we got now finally we push onto the flag with only a minute to spare. We saw a long time of just dancing, really. It was more of a ballet show, and Wonwokie Kane comes in again. We've got this infantry drop. Oh, there's a cavalry bump in the alleyway, which has stopped some action. The cavalry are all out of play, which gives a little interesting fight for the infantry over here. We've got What Liveran comes in, and he's going to try and take out Horace, but... Oh, and Horace goes down. GP pick themselves back up. I genuinely thought Wonwokie might have had this. But
It looked like they did, but I don't know what happened. I mean, I guess I know what happened. The infantry both lost their respective fights, and Archer's on the fence is bad, but yeah.
So I'm glad we've seen a little bit of a change here. But it's still a close match. This is still all going to close up when we have the close map. We should see a change. That was a very swift win, 3-0 to GP. A very quick set in comparison to the other one. The other one was quite slow, whereas this just kind of rocketed along.
Yep, GP asserting the power here on Serenids. I mean, there was a lot of good decisions there. On that flag, they pulled both their archers off, just stuck them on the fence. Nothing really for Wonwokie to do there, and they made a few early shots.
Fieta2 says, if Wonwokie lose, I'll quit Warband. Oh wait, I suppose I don't know the latest in Fieta's news. Does that mean he's quit Warband already? I don't know. But yeah, if they lose, we'll see Fieta quit Warband. Maybe we'll see. A change
Maybe
players.
maybe he'll get his grandfather in here and he'll take over for him.
That would be great. I'd love to see it. We can have another co-caster. So, have we seen a change of players? We got Romper Stompers back. Seems everyone's the same. Maybe we'll have Darklight in. Sir Alex is playing. He's been playing a lot.
Yeah, it seems like they have most of the same guys. They didn't seem to have like huge rosters or anything sitting in spec, so
Yeah.
looks like GP has a few extra guys they can rely on here. But
Exactly. Wonwokie likes to keep it tight. They like to have as few members and as focused members as possible. And it's great, you know, I love having a fixed camera, especially when it's fixed to the side of a turning wheel by the gate. It means you can really see the action from inside the building.
yeah.
Makes for great viewing, especially when you're commentating.
Indeed.
So we have seen 4-3 to Geese Pack, a great little comeback for them. They won one round on Swadia, as Swadia during the Reverend Village fight, which was clearly they deserved that win. I mean, Sirkin came in and took a lot of kills. It was a lot of cavalry work. They did the right thing, and Wonwokie failed. But on the second round, it seems we found that the infantry on Wonwokie just crumpled for some reason. Maybe it's their Saranids. Maybe they just do not like playing Saranids. Sorry, Swadia. I wouldn't know why they wouldn't like playing Swadia, but hey ho, you know. Life goes on.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, they have a chance to redeem their honor here on this closed map. Hopefully, we'll see some interesting things from the infantry. And I do think we have a map intro for this one, I do believe.
Oh, you are right.
Let's go ahead and roll that.
Ellendor says they only.
Okay.
Alright. Seems we haven't quite started yet. It's an RE not live, so we're just gonna have to wait it out a little bit more as they prepare. Right, on the Nords we have Wonwokie with Relaxon, Royal Z, Sir Alex, Master of Sword, Romper Stomper, Kane, Matafix, and Horace. No change up on that side. On GP, we have Oliveran, Christo the Vicious, Sixer, Keanu, Anchor, Sirkin, Darklight, and Watt Liveran. Welcome Anchor and Darklight to the roster. We lost Bellendor and Sub-Zero, who played very well last few rounds, so well done to them. Let's now see some infantry play. We know Darklight is a well-known infantry, and Anchor, I think I'm right in saying he's an infantry. Please say I'm right.
From what I've seen, yes, he is a pretty strong infantry player. He was actually on my team in what was that tournament? The randomly assorted one, the Scramble League.
Oh yeah.
And he definitely did some good work there. So one of the few players I'm familiar with here.
Right, let's cue the map
hopefully
intro.
Hopefully he'll do some work.
Let's cue the map intro quickly. Oh, okay, alright, no problem at all. We're gonna have to skip the map intro. We're gonna cue the match intro and see what's going on. So we got 2 cavalry on the north side and a lot of javelins as typical. They don't have an archer. Oh, no, they do. Sorry, I rephrase. They have Matafix. Oh, typical, we got Matafix. Seems everyone's backing away a little bit. They're not going to take the tower anymore, as it seems they're not being contested. And Watt Liveran and his team are around the left-hand side, if I'm correct. Please hope I'm correct.
Oh, yes. Yep, they're over by the wheel, the brew.
They're pushing back. And we've got Wonwokie pushing through the tower and down the stairs. Along the corridor and up the stairs. That was our English mathematics.
Oh yeah.
XY coordinate. I'm sure you probably... Is that the same in Americas? Along the corridor and up the stairs?
Something
X,
like
y.
that, yeah. It's close enough.
Gotta love a bit of maths lessons. So we got Sixer takes out Wonwokie Sir Alex. So we got GP here in the advantage. But the Wonwokie still do have these just light infantries that are just pushing for that flag. They want it. Meanwhile, you know, this is like West Side Story now. I'm waiting for some music.
Oh yeah.
They've
got
got
to cue some. Oh, but here goes the invite.
Going for the gang war. Unfortunately, it's not romantic music. We're gonna see some of the bloody fighting near the end of the play. I'm sorry if I'm spoiling this for you. GP take a very, very solid win.
They just completely bulldoze him there. I don't know what Wonwokie's inf was trying to do, but they just let both those cav come right in, take out two guys instantaneously. In the meantime, I mean, I guess Wonwokie's solo cav, or I guess the one cav who was left, he managed to get a kill, but the inf kind of fell apart there.
Wasn't enough. It was not enough. It was surprising to see, especially Nords. You know, they should be this winning infantry team. But if I'm right in saying that Wonwokie are actually, they have a little less infantry than they might like. I don't think they're key inf for here. I could be speaking from my rear end right now, but that's just what I'm seeing here. At least they got some javelins to even things up.
Yeah, it looks like, I think I see, was it Kane on infantry? I think he normally plays archer, but I don't know, maybe in EU he also plays a lot of infantry. I have no idea. Yeah. But
yeah,
we'll see. They got to pull together here. So this has been pretty rough. You're looking for the Nord inf to make an impact, and I don't know, maybe they didn't have their spears out or something, let the cav come in, but...
So we're currently looking at a 5-3. This can still be redeemed by Wonwokie. So GP can't relax yet, but maybe Relaxer can. He can just play while relaxed. No problem.
He's always relaxed.
He's always relaxed. It's by definition. We've got a strange fight going on here between Matafix and Vega Cavalry, but it seems that it was a Scapehead. But it stopped Matafix from giving some of his cheeky headshots. Wonwokie have the flag, and there's no contesting. They're just taking that thing. You know, they're milking that cow, and it is loving it.
Yeah, GP sit out the corner. It seemed a little indecisive. I think either they got to get the spread and push, or...
Oh,
there's the jav.
Horace gets the jav in. Darklight is looking like a porcupine. Oh, Christo, no! No! Oh, there we go. 2 team kills, but Loyalty redeems himself by getting a kill. But the thing is we're actually on a 4-5 now, and a 3-4 now. So, and a 4-2 now. But they can still redeem themselves. And they're not going to redeem themselves, despite the fact Kieran is a very strong player. I don't think he's able to take down the likes of 4 Wonwokies. I don't know anyone who can probably take down 4 Wonwokies, but maybe we know one.
Anchor was giving it his all there. He almost did. Not quite.
Well, we got 3-1 from Anchor, so you called it on his infantry play. Sir Alex has also got a 3-1, and Horace has a 3-1. So now we're seeing things even out a little bit. We got 5-4 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that fight went quite a bit better for Wonwokie. Their infantry, they got some stops, they stayed alive, and then they got some of the kills. And Alex, I think he got all 3 of the kills there, a triple kill, I believe so. So yeah, just got to keep doing some more of that. As long as the infantry can stay alive, and then let their 2 cav do some work, that should work just as well.
So the flag spawn.
Horace himself did quite a bit of work, but.
The flag spawn is on Geese Pack, and immediately we've got Wonwokie pushing, but they're going for the right-hand side. It's a trap. As Admiral Akbar himself once said.
Should indeed be a trap. They definitely don't want to push through the mid, but it looks like they've spread out a couple members. And Kane was looking to get the ambush there on Christo, but he pulled back.
Yeah, Kane is awkwardly standing. Ready to
maybe
stab
they have him
from
go for
behind.
the archer here? Oh, Matafix in melee with Keanu.
Well, it looks like a good fight on the flag. Got another West Side Story. Anchor takes down Christo the Vicious with a team kill, but we're still looking at an equal game. We could see Oh, Sarkhan! Baby,
Oh,
yes!
is he gonna get him?
Oh! This is gonna be an interesting fight. We've got some very strong players. It's gonna be. Oh! Sarkhan, come on, man. Alright.
He's gonna mount up again, maybe? Give it a round 3?
Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, there's the
So
couch.
Alex
That's what he wanted right there.
This is
Oh,
a
my
2
goodness.
versus 2, and I feel that
Oh.
Wonwokie have the advantage with a cavalry and an archer, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, the. Oh!
Oh, the dismount.
No!
What was that?
He gets punished for attempting the Matterfix. Oh, Sir Alex takes down Dark
Lands to
Light.
kill.
No. Oh.
Oh, Sirkin backs off the archer.
This
That's a
is
ballsy
all
play.
all that's left is Tony in West Side Story, and he's fighting for Maria. He is fighting, but he just. We could still see it happen. Look at Sirkin
They're
go.
shielding up. They don't want to deal with it.
Look at.
Oh my goodness.
God. Oh baby. Oh yay.
Okay, there it goes.
Woo. We got Matterfix. Takes it down. And that was a very close fight. Sirkin needs a medal. Man, Sirkin needs a medal for that try. Because that was so close.
That was pretty good. I don't know what was happening in that fight. I mean, Wonwokie did a good job splitting up GP, and they just took advantage of the chaos. I guess it was pretty close all the way up to the end.
Yeah.
That 2v2 could have gone anyway, but
we've got a. Yeah. We've now just got a. Oh, Gorlock says GP threw that so hard, and it's sad. You know, they were so close. I mean, I think both teams played it relatively. I think GP did have that lower hand, and then suddenly, just Sirkin came up and proved that he is doing very well himself. Tony did die in the end. Spoilers. Fieta says that apparently I'm a godlike Dark Souls player, but I'm not sure I believe him. Poorly played by Darklight at the end, TBH. I will sadly agree with you, Gorlock. Darklight could have proved a more valuable asset, but sometimes we all make mistakes. We got the Nords in that middle. It's the same thing, played over and over again. It's almost like the circulation on IG Battlegrounds, but this is more of a standoff. You know, I'm quite liking this Vegas versus Nords thing. It proves to have a lot of melee fights, which is actually quite exciting. It's really good to see some proper melee. We're now seeing the scores. 5-5. Gorlock, you're famous now, according to Quelqualfas. He is a mercenary god, a legend amongst men.
They can't decide if they want to push here.
Yeah,
we got the archer split for Wonwokie. Oh, here it comes.
Christo, I feel like Christo is a solid player, but he's too aggressive. He needs to take the vicious out of his name and start.
Sirkin gets some bumps and hits.
What Liverin gets Romper Stomp down. Wonwokie Master Sword takes What Liverin down to the trade. Royal Z takes down Christo. We either see really good play from Christo, or we see pretty poor play from him actually, and I feel like because he is a solid player, I feel like his aggression just doesn't pay off. I don't know if anyone would agree me. Gibbous Jr. Geese Pack famous for letting other team win by flag. I can't quite remember an instance where they have. Fair enough. That was a win there for Nords. Now, the first round proved interesting. The Nord infantry lost quite heavily, and then they kind of stepped it up, and I think that was a team effort. That was a team effort.
Yeah, that was definitely what they needed to have happen. I mean, if you're going to do the 5 infantry, I believe they had 5 infantry for a little while there.
Yeah.
They might have actually switched it up. No, I'm pretty sure they still had the 5. So if you're going to do that, you definitely need your infantry to get some kills in. after having that pretty devastating first round, they managed to pull it back, and they definitely got a lot of, group fighting kills. So it wasn't only cav or archers or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. We've got the
In the
same
meantime,
teams.
GP they started off doing exactly what they wanted, and then not really sure what happened there. Sirkin was still getting a lot of kills, but instead their infantry started to melt a little bit more, and like you mentioned,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
maybe a little bit too much aggression. I'm not sure.
I think from certain players, admittedly, I feel like the team wasn't that aggressive, but I keep seeing Christo in a lot of the matches. He does a really good job the first few rounds, and then he gets confident and he starts storming out and it's like, no, you want to see. You want to see him pull back because you want to see him play really well, but he keeps getting himself caught in situations where he can't play well because he's 2 versus 1, 3 versus 1. And I want to see him work with the team a little bit more than feel like he needs to. His life is his sword and honor. It's just,
Yeah.
or it's the other one is sword. His sword is his life and honor. He needs to live by the team rather than live by the sword.
Yeah, that would be some good advice. I don't know. The infall was still looking decent, but maybe some more spears. I'm still seeing a lot of cav get some really free bumps and lances. So
Yeah, but
I don't know what's
Dark
going
Light
on
got
with that.
taken down when he had a spear out, and the problem is when you're faced with a Nordic push, you unfortunately just lose it to that spam of the axe, and then you can't have your spear out. It just doesn't work unless you do some funky dancing, but funky dancing just doesn't tend to work in battle. Maybe in
Yeah,
TDM.
I don't know. I mean, they have Sirkin there who's just going to town. If you have 1 or 2 spears, they can shield up a little bit if they need to and just let Sirkin do the work, because he's definitely been doing it. I think was Watley playing the other cav. I didn't actually.
Yeah,
Apologies, I did actually
Watley
notice. I'm not
is a
familiar.
cavalry. Watley's
Yeah.
a cavalry. We've got Calamity saying quite rightly, it's almost harvesting season. And, it is almost harvesting season because we have got the final set going. And we could see an interesting fight. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. And it could even be a draw, which means we have to go onto Winterberg. Or Winterberg. So let's see.
I haven't seen that map, but
You haven't seen it
we'll
yet.
see.
It's a symmetrical.
Maybe I have.
You probably have. It's a symmetrical map, and it's for. Right. I'm pretty sure this is live. Yeah, Ari and Go.
Yep, we're good to go here, I think.
We are good to go. Wonwokie, Romper Stomper. And they've managed to push Kane into the corner. They've dropped him off. They've dropped off their cargo, and Romper Stomper's going back to the middle.
Yeah, some more stallouts. This is kind of exactly what we saw on the other end of things. Looks like they're doing 5 infantry as well for Nords.
This is more the romantic side of West Side Story. They sing about Maria, and nothing really happens.
Looks like GP's
Ooh.
maybe pushing around the side. Nah, they're pulling back.
Oh no! What a cheeky javelin! What Liveran gets a nice little throw, and it hits the cavalry in the side. But he's now being incredibly aggressive himself. But they're not punishing for it. They're not punishing. Royal Z is tempted, very tempted. Oh, Royal Z comes in, gives a little cheeky nip on the bud.
Trying to push up the hill.
Oh, come on, we got the spearwork. Circumstances takes out Targets. Key player down. Wonwokie Kane takes out Dancer. Wonwokie Master of Sword takes out Christo. Oliveran takes out Royal Z. So we're now trading blows, but I have to say, I feel like Wonwokie have lost the more key players in this fight. Oh, now we're talking. Sirkin was taken down, so we've got Oliveran. Oh, coming missed Couch Lance from Relaxer. And he missed again. Oliveran takes down Kane. We're seeing a 4-3. Anchor takes down Horace. This can still be won by Wonwokie, but I feel like they got the advantage because of cavalry. We've got these 2 cav against 4 infantry, and it's if they win this, the infantry have played foolishly. And actually, they should win this. They got 20 seconds left, and they got the flag. So if they're to die, I would be very disappointed. I said that wonderfully partially. You know, I would be very, very disappointed, and I will, because, you know, just I will be disappointed.
I guess Alex dismounts to die.
Just
kind of curious he didn't just save his horse there, but
yes, yeah, but hey ho, Relaxon did, and perhaps he's going to armor up. So let's see what Relaxon looks like now. Is he as relaxed as he was before? He's armored up with a funky helmet, but I think he might have had that already. I don't see any armoring. Didn't take advantage.
yeah, perhaps not. That was an interesting push. GP had a super aggressive push into an archer split, but somehow the archers didn't manage to quite get the shots. It seemed like their infantry actually did a really good job of stopping cav there. I saw quite a few cav stops. So Wonwokie's cav not able to impact the fight as much as they would want.
Yeah.
And then they just won the melee. I don't know. Oliverin 4 kills. So there you go.
We've got a 7-5 currently going. I'm really curious to see, because Geese Pack could easily get this back. Oh, 6-6 now. I'm sorry, 6-6. As long as it's not 6-6-6, we should be all right. Okay, they got the flag. At least Wonwokie have the flag. Now they're raising it. They're keeping it safe, playing it safe. We've seen a lot of flag play, which doesn't happen often. We don't see it much anymore, especially from the likes of Random Potatoes, who like to run away from the flag. But it seems actually calling out that. Now Wonwokie have run away from the flag. It might be a bit scary for them.
And then pushed him back. Not sure this is what Wonwokie wanted to let happen. I mean, if they can control that flag, they can have the archer split.
Yeah.
But here, they're kind of... They still have a split, but they're all on, you know, the wrong half of the flag here. They have to push back in if they want to do anything to take it.
The Nords have raised that flag above their own. The Vegas, they still have a minute left. Things can always happen within seconds, even. So, we've got a lot of dancing. I think we're watching a ballet here. More like Sleeping Beauty, because nothing's actually happening at all.
Agreed.
And we're all falling asleep here. But I hope the players aren't, because the players better
pushing.
not be falling. What is this, Oliveran? What are you doing, Oliveran? Just getting yourself surrounded. Why do you want to be surrounded, Oliveran? But he takes the martial sword, and he takes that
double kill.
Oh,
triple kill.
Royalty.
Are they going to kill this man? They kind of need to at this point.
Goddamn, Oliveran! You just defied all law. You just defied logic too. You went out, you practically went on a suicide mission, and you pulled a Commander Shepard. You can run like a Krogan. Sorry, fight like a Krogan, run like a leopard. But even a Liberan can never be better than Commander Shepard. Oh,
put him into the 3-on-1. That's unfortunate. Oh,
despite all his
didn't have the backup he needed there.
Despite all
costly TKs.
This can
4-on-2
still be
to 3-on. Oh, they shield up and take it.
We forgot about the flag. There was so little time left. I don't know about you. Did you forget about the flag?
I totally forgot about the flag there. I thought they were just going in,
did.
But no. GP just totally played off the flag there. That's probably why. I guess why they let Oliverin get completely surrounded, but I don't know. Some cheeky flag play can definitely win you some rounds. So
yeah,
there it is.
Deacon Barry is once again criticizing the Wonwokie infantry, saying they should be doing better, and it's true. You know, they should be doing a little bit better, but they are fighting Nords at the same time, and Nords have that infantry advantage, I suppose. What's the real
they armored up after that first round as well. So it makes it a little bit difficult. A little bit more difficult anyway, but
Gorlock is still, despite the Wonwokie infantry not doing so well, Gorlock is still criticizing Christo. I'm gonna actually watch Christo this round. I'd like to see him a little bit more, because I keep saying he's being reckless, and actually even watching him now, he's being fairly reckless, just standing there. And look at him, he gets shot in the shoulder.
You gotta watch for those shots. What is he doing?
He
He's
is a
like looking at the
fantastic
corner.
infantry when it comes to those minute-to-minute fighting, but he just gets himself into these positions that are unfortunately not ideal. But he's got the backup from Wonwokie here, so we should see some good play. And unfortunately, Christo just goes down. Wonwokie is now left alone, taking on, but he's holding his own. He's holding his own. Oh, we see fantastic play. Excellent.
Archers
there we go.
are fully
Teamwork.
tied up.
Teamwork.
Anchor in 2-on-1.
We've got poor Anchor. He's fighting
Sixers
a good
just
fight.
free firing behind cover.
Anchor is absolutely dancing, and he is proving he looks so good right now. I would be happy to be Anchor.
Oh, there it is.
Rolling.
Oh my goodness.
You see a
The
beautiful,
3-0 to take it.
beautiful, like just oh, that was very, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, GP, they just went to town there with the infantry. That was very impressive.
That was beautiful. And Anchor does he just danced so beautifully. I mean, I've seen the Russian State Ballet, and I have to say I had more fun watching Anchor play just then. And you know, he did fantastic there. Christo the Vicious, I want to see more of you because you are a good player. I want to see more. I feel like I feel like I'm commenting on Strictly Come Dancing here because I want to see more, and you just not quite getting it, and you just need to push a little. You need to hold back a little bit and give it that more spice. And I want to see it. I want to see it because it was good. It was good. Anchor Golok says Anchor is a god, and indeed he was. I'm not sure if we're having an interview right now, but we may indeed. This will be 2 Geese Pack, who have won 8-6. Zelion Prime asked for interview. He says interview ples. Or actually, no, he says invertiview ples. Peter is Levictor saying, that guy at school that you're afraid of. The guy at school. I'm the guy at school that you're afraid of. I'm not sure what he's supposed to mean there.
I have no idea either. So.
But he's also that guy. See, I'm reading this late, so
okay.
to every now and again, this is gonna mean something either terrible or wonderful. Comes out with golden moments. Oh, bless you, Victor. Bless you. Thank you. So we got Wonwokie and Oliverin are staying on the thing. So I suppose there might be an interview.
It looks like we do have an interview with Bellendor, so he should be joining us shortly here.
There we are.
But yeah, that was a really impressive finish by GP. Down in the rounds, but they knew they could bring it back with Nord, so.
Oh, it was a really interesting fight because at the beginning we saw it was very typical play of both teams. I feel it was like it was playing as you kind of expected it to, but the last rounds it was all down to this. There was some very nice infantry play all around because it was kind of people were making mistakes and people were punishing for mistakes, and that's what you need to do when a mistake is made. You punish, and that's just what was being shown. Everything that was being shown was good, good enough anyway. Right, looks like we've got an interview with Bellendor. Welcome, Bellendor.
Hey ho.
Hello there. How do you feel? Are you glad you've beaten Wonwokie?
Of course.
Oh, good,
It was
good.
really tense.
No, I mean, oh, you must be crying right now. It's just so awful that you've beaten Wonwokie. No, it's absolutely fantastic. Like you did play as I was saying, like you played as we expected, and then the last few rounds proved to be that tipping point where you just managed to override Wonwokie. Wonwokie are an established clan, as you know, they've been playing for years and years, and they do it well. But it shows that like a team like Geese Pack, full of really experienced players who have played before many times, despite being a new clan, it's a clan made of old players who care about, they care about winning, they care about making the effort and making sure they get it. What's your take on the match? How do you feel that Wonwokie played? Do you feel that did they play as well as you expected to? Do you feel it was an easy match, or you said it was intense? So how do you feel about it?
Okay. It was tense because we were having a bit of a playing bad, for the past weeks.
Hmm.
We were really underperforming, to be honest. So actually, this match, like it became like the breaking point. Now we actually broken the curse.
Yeah.
That's why it was tense because we kept losing and losing, and now we are
Okay.
better. I think this match was really important.
Are those in the practice matches you were losing then?
Yeah, it
No.
didn't really go as well. We had problems as any team could possibly have.
Well, it
But
is Christmas period, I suppose, and everyone's got their minds on their turkeys,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. Probably it's also real life issues. Probably I don't know, but it's going well. It went smooth today for that for
It,
that
it
topic. Wonwokie played really good. Like they didn't have Kerfin today. I think they one of their main infantries in their lineup.
mm.
I think they didn't have in close map. Uh,
Deacon in the chat. Sorry to interrupt you. Deacon in the chat kept on mentioning the Wonwokie Emph. He was disappointed with their play, and I feel it was, as you say, Kefren was missing, and with that main infantry,
yeah.
it meant you've got this advantage, and you really, I feel like you did take home that advantage. You didn't. You punished them. You punished them for not having Kefren. So Kefren is going to be, perhaps he's going to be slammed tonight by the team for not being there. Maybe you've been drinking too much the night before. It's still the beginning of the new year, and it's difficult. It's difficult to get back into the swing, as you say. And it's great to see that despite
Yeah.
your difficulties in the practice match, that you were able to kind of pull it up and make sure it was a good fight. But you were missing a couple of players as well. I mean, how do you feel about your roster today? How do you?
Well, we missed, I think, Pepper and no, we pretty much had everyone tonight except
Oh,
Pepper.
okay, except Pepper.
Usually, we don't put the emphasis on one player. We don't have only one player.
Yeah,
All of our players are equally balanced and actually able to do anything. Top
I
players,
definitely agree with that.
professional
Yeah.
players. So yeah, we could use Pepper, but there was Keanu and Rainbow who could also do his work. So in typical that
Ah.
teamwork is important here. Every player is balanced, equal, solid. So we
Hmm.
don't actually put too much importance on one player in certain match. Like
What
when
was
everyone
Rainbow's
does
nick?
their job, so we like the team performs well and it wins.
What was Rainbow's nickname today? Sorry.
It's just the one start with S, 6R, something
Oh,
like that.
Sixer. Oh God, can't.
Yeah,
That's why. I mean, because I didn't recognize Sixer, and it makes
yeah,
sense why he was playing so well. Now you know he's Rainbow. You know that Rainbow's just he's able to provide that solid play. Ron,
yeah.
you got any questions?
Questions?
Well,
Uh,
it seemed like you had a few players like really, really outperforming and kind of picking up the team a bit in some of these rounds. Do you have any key players from your team for this match? I know you said you don't
I
put
will
the
say
emphasis on one
Oliver
player, but I'm
and
going to force you to anyway.
okay. I would say just like without any doubt, like every match we definitely have Oliver and Chris Özcan, which means a
Hmm.
lot actually. Like that's the core of the team, to be honest.
Yeah.
But especially on today's match on the last set, Oli definitely smashed everything.
Yeah, he did a
The
fantastic job.
Rainbow 6 shots, to be honest. Well, everyone actually played really well today, but just a few of more mentions, to be honest. But usually there is no actually key player, but like everyone is acting as a key player, and everyone can do anything at any time. Like just put their mind. But today it was Oli and Rainbow, I think.
I like this attitude, man. I like your attitude. So
Yeah,
I feel. I mean, I noticed this at the beginning, and I'm really rooting for Christo because he's a good player. He's a really solid player. But I notice
yeah,
a lot of the
he's really
time
experienced.
pushing quite far out from the team, and you notice him get caught away, and he keeps doing 2 versus 1s, which are totally unnecessary. Or at least it feels unnecessary as a viewer. How do you feel? Like, are you notice him kind of getting into awkward situations, or do you feel like he's doing a fine job? Sorry to criticize him.
No. Krista is he's one of the most stable guys in the clan. He's experienced and also playing with Oli for years as well. So usually doesn't get caught in such situations. But there may be times the miscommunications can happen when there's too much talk in TSNL.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why, or maybe it was the plan, part of the plan. Maybe just keep those infantries busy while the Master Crystal kills them all.
To be honest, that can be the case. I've seen matches almost won by the guy who had 0-3. He's distracting the other infantry, despite kind of maybe dying a little earlier. The infantry on the opposing team are now further away, meaning the rest of the team can kind of kill off. So I suppose actually, yeah, maybe it was part of his plan, and maybe I'm giving him a little bit too much stick for something that actually he's doing a good job.
No,
because
it's just a minor issue, probably. I don't know. I didn't see it at all.
Yeah,
Usually.
I've seen it a couple of times, and Gorlock as well seemed to be pointing that out in the chat. But no issue for him, because I know he's a good player. We know he's a good player. We know he's experienced.
Who?
Not at all. I don't know if the chat had any questions on the Bladecast TV chat. I don't know if they have any questions. We might find out in a minute. But I'm glad you feel the match went well. Do you think we're right in saying that it was quite typical of the clan? Like, Wonwokie played very much like Wonwokie play, aside from that kind of lacking infantry, and then GP played on a good GP level. It was a good, solid, straight match.
Yeah.
It seems that the chat questions don't seem to be coming in, but we'll give it a little bit more moment. Any more questions from yourself, Ron, before we wrap up? Up to you, man. Up to you. No problem at all.
How did you guys feel about this this map pool? Were there any particular maps when you guys did your picks and bans that you were less interested in facing Wonwokie on?
You mean, was there maps that we didn't prefer to play against Wonwokie?
Yeah, like
I
which
didn't understand. Okay.
was there was there a reason you picked this one specific map? I'm not sure which one you actually picked, but
Reverend Village and Valorant.
Yeah, I we usually perform well on Reverend in general, but I don't know why Oli or Botley. I don't know who did the map picks to wins. I don't really catch up too much.
Oh, okay.
But there's probably
It seemed like both the
behind
maps
them.
were really close. So
Yeah. I feel like they're the maps that everyone's experienced on, and it would be a matter of team. It's not one of those maps that one has the advantage over the other. It's about map knowledge, and every one of you guys in that team has the map knowledge. So it's about how well you play, and I suppose that's playing it safe. And it's a good choice, really, because both Wonwokie and Geese Pack are on that level. Shingen would just like to say hi, Ballendor.
Hey,
Zelen Prime, unfortunately, says the chat is RIP, so rest in peace, chat. I think we'll wrap it up now. Thank you very much, Bellendor, for... one last question, sorry, before we wrap it up. And this is a good question from Roothaven. What will GP have to do to win it all? What do you feel GP will do to take the cake? Because you're doing a fantastic job so far.
Well, we will need to get back to our former form when we fought against RP, and before our performance back before the RP match, we were actually really our top form back then.
Yes, definitely.
After that, we realized that, of course, we know that we are kind of falling down, but we are getting there. Everyone has to will play, and their top tactics. Well, teamwork actually. That's the only way to win in this game, at least. Teamwork and solid, stable.
Excellent. Final point is Dorag likes to say that GP was a great performance, and Sirkin did a very good job, he likes to point out. Anyway, thank you very much, Bellendor, for coming. And
thank you.
It was a pleasure speaking with you and interviewing you. Right, it looks like we need to wrap up this stream. I hope you all enjoyed watching the Geese Pack versus Wonwokie, which proved to be a very interesting and very even fight. It was great to see. Very nice, very nice. One last thing is we must shout out to our sponsorships, which are Jest Servers. once again, have provided 6 tournament servers. Mark Mods have provided 9 tournament servers. We have Tell Worlds provided 3 tournament servers. Calradian servers have provided 3 tournament servers. Kingdom of Swati have provided 3 tournament servers. Steel Series have provided 12 mouse pads. Logitech have provided 5 gaming mice. G Fuel have provided 23 packs of their high quality athlete esports professional energy drink. Thank you to those sponsors, because without you, the tournament wouldn't really be able to happen as well as it does. We're able to make it a lot more professional, hence the title Warband Pro League. Thank you all very much for watching. Tune in next time. And thank you also to Ron Burgundy for coming from the NA scene. You did a fantastic job.
My pleasure. Nice casting with you, man.
Thank you.
You bring a lot of the energy and whatnot. Makes things much more interesting.
And you bring a very, very nice accent, I have to say. Very nice voice. And I know mine can get a little high pitch and preachy when it comes to the exciting points, but you managed to keep that stellar bass down at the bottom. Keeping it smooth. All right, man. Good luck. Thank you very much. Peace out. Have a good one.
Thank you.